Hello everyone, welcome back to the Life and Times of Mulch. That is me, but I'm also Batman. And today, we've got a task. We're not just gonna do 3 issues. Oh no, we're gonna do all 6 issues in this pack. And we're gonna try and do it in as little time as possible. So I'm sorry if it's really long. Hopefully it won't be though, because some stages are quite involved and other stages aren't quite so involved. So we should be able to fit all 6 stages into this one video this week. Wish me luck. Oh, we're gonna need lots of tea. And here we are again to build the Batmobile from the classic 1966 TV series Batman. Oh yeah! Now, you're looking at this and you're going, Mulch, there's 6 issues there. I know there is, and I know the last couple I've split into two threes. But I've had a look, and there's this half there's not really that much to do. And there's not oceans to do in the first lot. So I think we'll be okay. So if it's really long, I apologise now. I'll try and keep it as short as possible. Also, you'll see as I go through that I will sort of not follow the instructions a little bit, because in these packs we will be putting on both the wheels. Now, I don't want to put on one wheel while I'm doing other stuff, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both the wheels on at the same time, but I'll try and make that a bit clearer as we go. Anyway, let's crack on and let's go to number 21 and look at the episode season guide. It's still season 1, obviously. Episode 21, the penguin goes straight. Wah, wah, wah. Let's get the parts, and these are the parts for stage 21. And if you're thinking they look very similar, that's because we did all of these sorts of parts for one side of the vehicle. We're now going to do the other side. We've also got lots of different screws. We've got some EM screws, CM screws, AIM screws, some MW screws, WM screws, and some AM screws. So we've got lots of screws there and lots of bits. So let's crack on. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this part and we're going to put on the arm ball joints here and here. Now the top one looks like that, and the bottom one looks like that. And if you're saying to me they look the same, they're not the same. If you can see there, one is slightly thicker, so this goes on the bottom and this goes on the top. And when you're looking at this piece, this is the top, this is the bottom. So let me get them on and then you'll see what they look like. So when that is all on, that should look like that. And they're screwed in with the WM screws. They're quite long screws. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 pieces, and having this way round, as you can see there is some holes in that. We're just going to screw that into there, and we're going to do that using some CM screws. So let me get that screwed in. Okay, so that's going to look like that, and that's put together. Now, taking that piece that you've just assembled, we need to take this bit of the arm and we're going to fix that onto the ends here and here, and we're going to do that using 2 EM screws. So when that's all done, that's going to look like that. Okay, next we need to take this bar and this spring and we need to fit it on our car. So if you can remember from before, this spring here, we're doing the same but on this side. Okay, and once that's in there, you want to put a screw in the top there, in that hole, and that needs to be a IM screw just in there. And once that's screwed in, turn it over, and underneath you want to put some AM screws, 2 of them, one in there and one in there. Okay, next, with this turned upside down, this piece that you created, this is just going to go in here, there, like that, and that's going to screw in with an AM screw. Sorry, an AIM screw. Okay, that's going to look like that. Now, using 2 CM screws, we're going to take this piece that we created and we're going to just basically screw that on there. 1, 2. Okay, so that's got 2 CM screws, and the last thing you need to screw, you just need to attach this piece here, and in there you're going to put another one of them AIM screws, and with that in the top there, that is everything in stage 21. So moving on to 22, and it's season 1, episode 22, Not Yet He Ain't. And here are the parts for stage 22. And obviously we've got more screws as well. We've got some more of them AIM screws, some more AM screws, some MU screws, CM screws, and some FM screws. Also got some cable there, a little washer there, so don't lose that, and your other bits and pieces there. Let's have a look. Right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this bar, and we're going to take these 2 sections here. One of them's got on it L, and one of them's got on it an R. I don't know if you can see the R on, excuse me. I don't know if you can see the R on that, but there is an R on there. So basically the R one's going to go on that side, and the L one's going to go on that side. So if I turn it around, that's the right way I'm looking at it, but in the book it's got it facing that way around. So this is the R1 and this is the left one, and we're going to use a UM screw to screw them in. Okay, so that's going to look like that. Okay, now they do want you to turn it around this way, so it's left and right, so it's nice and easy. And then you've got 2 of these bars which look both the same, but again, one of them has got an L on it and one has got an R on it. So locate the one that's got L, match up with the left side. You're going to put that in with an AM screw, and then you're going to get the right hand one and put that in the right hand side and put that in with the AM screw. And my apologies, it wasn't the AM screw, it was the AIM screw, but they're screwed in to the bar there. Okay, next thing you want to do is you want to lay that steering rod across here, attaching to these in either end, and we're going to put an AIM screw in there and one in there. Okay, so that's screwed on just there, and the same on the other end. Now, using a CM screw on this side, so hold it up again, just there. Okay, next we're going to bring over the wheel that we created, seems like so long ago. There's a couple of lugs on the back there, and on this piece we're matching them up with these holes here, so that will go like that. And once that's on, you use 2 AM screws to fit into there. Okay, so once that's screwed on, it's going to look like that. Next what we're going to do is just take the brake disc and this short bit of wire, and we're going to put it over the little lug there on one end. That's going to look like that. And that's where we're going to deviate a little bit, because next it's saying to put this on and to put the wheel on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to stage 23, and you'll find out why in a minute. And this is stage 23, and it is season 1 still, episode 23, the Ring of Wax. And these are the parts of 23, as you can see, very simple. And you can see the reason why I've jumped on, because we're going to do the other front wheel. So we might as well do both front wheels at the same time. So in this stage, really easy. You just have to put these two together. And that is literally it for that stage. Stage 24, season 1 again, obviously. Episode 24, give them the axe. And these are the parts for 24. Got another piece of the wheel, obviously the tyre, and we've got some CP screws. So just taking the tyre, I'm going to put the piece that we've already got in the previous stage in there like that, and we're going to take this metal bar. So once you've got this other bit of the wheel in, just put your CP screws all the way around there and tighten them all up. Tighten them up, get them started on one side, and then just tighten them all the way around. Moving on to stage 25, and it is season 1, episode 25, the Joker, Trumps and Ace. And these are all the parts for stage 25. And if you look at the instructions, you can see that we're going to be fitting the wheel. Now, we hadn't done it on that side, so I'm going to do them both at the same time, okay? So we're doing stage 25 wheel, and we're going back and doing the same, which was 22, stage 22. So as in the other one, you've got the brake cable, and as in the other one, there's a little lug there, and we're going to put the cable on the end of that. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, like we did on the other wheel, we're going to put this piece on. So again, just line up the two lugs on the wheel, 2 holes on the back, and then secure that in with 2 AM screws. Okay, so 2 AM screws in there. Okay, well next we're going to bring the car over. I'm going to do the right hand side first, but obviously whatever we do on the right hand side, we're going to mirror it on the left hand side. There is a letter R on the disc, so you can't get them mixed up. On this side, where you got two lugs on there, they're going to go over these 2 holes on the disc. Okay, so it's going to go over like that. Taking your wheel, obviously that's going to go over the end. And if you remember, we had that little O-ring. There it is. I'm going to put an O-ring over the wheel. Then we're going to use an FM screw and screw the wheel in. Okay, so that wheel's on, and I've just done exactly the same on the other side. Put the disc on first and then screwed that wheel on. Then over the wheel, we're going to put a hubcap, bat sign over the middle. So it should look like that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I really hope that made sense. I'll try and make as much sense as I can in the editing process. Last but not least, number 26, and obviously season 1 still, episode 26, Batman sets the pace. Let's see what the last parts are. And these are the parts for stage 26, and they're big old bits of metal. I think it's going to be more for the car framework, and we've got some CM screws. Okay, the first bit is nice and simple. We're just locating the lugs and the holes on the bar so we can connect the whole thing. So it looks like that if I stretch out. And we're just going to put 2 of the CM screws in the middle. So that bar looks like that. It's very long. Bringing over the vehicle. So it's going to fit like that. And it's going to have a CM screw here and a CM screw on here. As you can see, that is really, really big. You can just about get that on. I'll show you what it looks like once I've got the screws in. And that is them screwed in there and there. Now, I hope, beyond hope, that all of that made sense. The only time I stopped, where I deviated from the books, is when I got to the wheel, because I knew I had the other wheel to do and I didn't want to get messed up there. I wanted to do both wheels at the same time. So I hope that makes sense in the edit. I hope it does. If it does, I've done a reasonable job. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry. Anyway, this is what we've done. And it is chuffing heavy. And it looks pretty epic, as you can see. It's going to be huge. You can now get a sense of how long this back car is going to be, and you can also see that we fitted both of the front wheels. We've completed the suspension on the front wheels. We put the disc brakes on, we put the leads on, we put all the bat symbols on the wheels. All the steering works as well, which is always a good sign. And we put this massive bit of metal on here to extend the frame. Obviously it's going to be more on the other side as well, but you can really get a sense of how big this car is going to be and how heavy it's going to be. It's already really quite a lot of weight there, but it's nice to get two wheels on. I don't really know where I'm going to put it in between stages now, because it doesn't fit where I had it before, because it's doubled in length, probably more than that. But like I say, I hope it was okay, and I hope it was sort of, you were able to follow along as best you could. I'll do my best with the edit. Hopefully, if you've got this far, then well done. I'm pleased with myself that I got this far. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're liking this epic 1966 Batmobile build. I will see you next time, right here. Maybe. I'll see you next time on The Life and Times of Mulch with the Batmobile. Oh yeah. See you next time. I need to lie down. Sorry everyone, forgot to mention this. We got a free gift, and it is the Batmobile number plate. I think you'll agree, a nice addition and another nice free gift. See you next time.